All right, everybody, how you doing? This is Theo from I Ain't Everybody's Uncle, and we're on the second phase of doing the backyard. And I'm gonna say that with the last video, man, even with just the dirt, it looks better. It looks bigger back here. We took all the concrete ring out. We took all of the grass out. All the grass is gone. So right now, and I'm a little under the weather today, so you guys gotta kind of like bear with me. But I want you guys to see this. And I was thinking the other day that people, I'm thinking people say, well, why are you posting these videos, and I'm not doing it to be to try to be famous, or I'm not trying to get the most likes out of anybody. I'm doing it because we're all right now in a state of being trapped in our homes by something we can't control. And if I can bring just a little bit of normality to what we're all going through, to kind of give us all something maybe to look at, and look at something other than what we're going through, being able to look at this and say, hey, that's a good idea. I think I might want to do that. And if I could put something out there for other people to look at and say, yeah, I've had this area that I just don't know what to do with. Here's an opportunity for you guys to look at this and say, man, I think I might want to do that. And like I said, what I will do is that when these guys finish, I am going to post on my my YouTube video what the name of this company is. So if you're in the California, Orange County area, inland area, places like that right there, you feel free to give these guys a call. These guys are professional. They come out, man, and they do the job. It's just amazing to watch them work. And I wanted to videotape, the techniques that they use, but I didn't want to do that because I don't know if the techniques that they use is preparatory, or if their techniques are better than another company. I don't know that, and I don't want to put that out there. So, and like I said, a lot of these guys don't ask to be on camera, so I'm not gonna invade their privacy by putting them on camera. But what I will let you do is look at the area that they've completed. Once they're gone, once they're done, this is it. And I'm gonna stop talking right now. And oh yeah, and I've got to post my my Diet Coke. Got to have my Diet Coke, man. I mean, hey, I'm addicted. I don't know what to tell you, So this is the area that these guys have done. And the first video that you see is with the grass and that concrete ring. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch, let you guys look at this. Now this is the area, and me and my wife, we went back there. We trimmed up the bushes yesterday, trimmed the hedges up, got those all looking good. And what I'm gonna do is later on down the road, I've got a pipe on that side of the house over there. I'm going to intercept that pipe and run it through those bushes so they'll be able to get water. What they did was they came in and they took all the irrigation out. All of the irrigation is gone except for one little piece over there that comes up to do a drip system in the tree right here. So basically, this whole area right here is going to be turfed. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to tell you how much they charge me because, like I said, every and let's just say it's a really good price for what we thought it was going to be, but they're very reasonable. Like I said, if this is something that you think that you might want to do, once it's finished, you guys will see the finished product. Let me move around here on the other side of the house. I don't want you guys to pay attention to the other side of the house because it's got leaves and all kind of stuff, and I gotta blow all that out. So this is looking from this area right here all the way over there. That's all gonna be green. And man, I'm gonna tell you, it looks good with just the dirt. I'm not gonna leave it like that, but man, I'm gonna tell you, I am so hyped about getting this dirt, man. I can't contain myself. So basically, all of this over here, all the way over here, is going to be turf. Now, a lot of people say, well, you know, why don't you change this, you know, to all concrete? Do that all in concrete. I don't want to. I love these bricks in here because it shows like it's almost like a time capsule for what, you know, that right there has been there since the house has been built. So we're going to leave that exactly the way it is. And a funny note is that the guys came out here and they were working, and over in here they found like 20 eggs that my chickens had went into the bushes and laid eggs. So there were like 20 eggs over there, and I told them, I said, guys, if you guys want to keep those eggs, you can keep them. But you know, they put them back on the table, and you know, and that's it. Now my next project is this piece of concrete right here. I'm gonna have this concrete in this area right here. All of this is going to be removed. This is going to be removed, and what we're going to do is redo this concrete so it's two different a single piece, because you know you got that split right here, and it's got cracks in it. So we're thinking about doing this whole thing and just replacing that piece right there. But tomorrow will be the finish date. They will be done tomorrow, and man, I'm gonna tell you, I can't wait, because these guys do such a fabulous job. And let's cruise out here and look at my little chickadees, because they over here eating some of the grass that was left over there. Hey babies, hey. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna get them like a planter box. I think I'm gonna do a planter box and plant grass in there. Keep it covered until the grass grows, and then once the grass grow, I'll let them go in there, and they'll be able to go in there and pick it and eat the grass. But I was gonna have them just put the grass on a hill over here beside the house, but Dawn said she didn't want it over there, so I'm like, okay, well, you know, just so the chickens could go over there, and you know, and they like eating grass, you know, so they're gonna be a little pissed because they won't be able to stick their necks through the fence right here and eat the grass over here. They'll probably try to eat the fake grass, but once they find out it's not real, they're gonna be pissed. But this is it. This is it, and tomorrow we'll be finished. And like I said, I'll be able to get out here and blow all this out, sweep it all up, get it all knocked out, and get it looking, you know, to where it's, you know, it's a nice area again. I mean, it was a nice area to begin with, but just having it a little bit better is, you know, for me, like I said, I like being able to go out front and relax. I like being able to sit out back here and kind of relax. And we got an old rickety fan that's right up here, right up there, and we're gonna replace that probably next weekend. You see it right there? Yeah, getting rid of that fan. And I think Dawn is on right now trying to find a new fan to put out here. I told her to, you know, we should look at getting a metal fan, but nah, she doesn't want the metal fan. Like I told her, I said I can spray paint it brown or bronze or whatever color she wants it, but she doesn't want a metal fan. So, and what I'm gonna do is, I'm on my way out to the front yard just to show you what the front yard is. And I haven't blowed it off, so it's got we've got these trees that are eucalyptus. And the eucalyptus trees, man, they shed bark like you wouldn't believe. But we've got the eucalyptus trees, and a lot of times what they do is they shed, and you pretty much got to stay on top of it. But I like the little pieces of bark that are out here on the yard that kind of makes it look authentic. It looks kind of real. But I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to swing back around, go over here, show you my pride and joy right there. Beautiful, man, beautiful. And I ordered some solar lights, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put solar lights out here. What I would like to do in those open spaces around the trees right there, I would like to put like river rock in those little spaces to kind of like fill it in. But it, like I said, it just it's personal preference on just depending on how you want it to look. But I can tell you, see, and this is another thing, is this area out here, all this area out here, I'm having like some little bit of difficulty trying to figure out what we're going to do in that area out there, because there's not a whole lot you can do. You can't really plant like trees and stuff out there because our leach lines for our septic are right here in this area right here. So you got to be careful what you do, because if you have a problem with your leach line, they're going to have to come back in and dig that area up to fix that. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk out here. And you guys got to forgive me because like I said, I'm a little under the weather today. And I'm trying to move as best as I can. But, man, look how gorgeous this looks, man. I mean, it makes the house look so different. When you're out there on the street, it just makes the house look so different. And it just like you actually want to be out here. You know what I'm saying? You're not just looking. If you look at all my neighbors' houses, all they have is dirt. They all go up and down the street. All they have is dirt. We are the only house, except for the guy we know at the end of the street. His name is Gus. He's got a little bit of turf. But, man, look at this. Look how gorgeous this looks. I mean, look how gorgeous this looks. It looks like a golf course or an estate. I mean, really. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't have the best looking house on the block. There's a lot of other houses that look better than mine. But I want to try to improve it. And if it comes to push comes to shove and we decide we want to sell, we want to get the most amount of money we can get if we have to, or we want to sell. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but and I have to give all credit to my wife, because she makes this possible. Because if it wasn't for her, she steps up and she says, hey, let's do it, we can make this happen. And guess what, here it is. I'm standing out here on a beautiful lawn. I can sit out here outside and enjoy me in the morning, or I can sit out here and we have beautiful sunsets out here. My God, we have beautiful sunsets. I don't think that I've ever had a day where I've been out here and there's been a sunset that wasn't beautiful, wasn't spectacular. I mean, unless you like got a sunset over the ocean or something like that, we got so lucky with this house, because the sun sets. If I turn here, the sun sets in the west, and it's right there. The sun sets and it sets that way, and you can sit out here and just kind of enjoy yourself and kick back. And I love this. I love this property, man. I do, and I'm very thankful for my wife and for the people that made this possible for me to be able to enjoy this in the later stages of my life. And the one thing I want to say is that my dad, he passed away back in 2017, and he was always the one that just want to sit out in the driveway at his house and wave at people going by, and that was his thing. And I just wish that I could have made this possible for him to be able to see this. Because I know deep down in my heart that he would be like, man, yeah, okay, you done good. This is good, you know. And like I said, you know, we started somewhere. Everybody has to start somewhere. You push yourself, and you have a dream. This has always been my dream, was to own a house that had property. And my biggest thing is that this is something that I want to be able to leave to my children. I want to be able to say, hey, look, this is what your daddy worked his butt off, and this is what your mom and your stepmom worked her butt off. Okay, this is what she did. This is what we did, and together as a team. And like I said, I want to give thanks to her. I want to give thanks to my sister, and I want to give thanks to those people that continue to push me. And just say that the reason that you still above ground is because you got more to accomplish. Your task is not finished yet. So I just want you guys to know that I'm very thankful for what I have. I want to be able to share this with all my friends and family, because that's what my life is about. My life is not based on accumulation of material wealth. It's about accumulation of relationships, and accumulating relationships, and have those people that instead of me moving forward by myself, I'm moving forward where this can reach back and help somebody else. So I want you guys to keep your heads up. Like I said, I know with everything that's going on right now, it's tough mentally, physically and spiritually, but we got to keep moving. And even though we moving, we got to remember to look back, get those people that are behind us, okay, because nobody's below us. Get those people that are behind us, because there was one time when there was days when I was wondering when, what was going to happen in my life. But I pushed forward. And just a side note, I wanted to tell some of you guys, and I don't want to get off track because I'm getting ready to end this, but if you guys have a garden, let's say you have a garden outside in the back of your house, and you have moles, rabbits, rats, or anything like that, any kind of critters that like to come in and eat your fruits and vegetables, and you're thinking about hiring an exterminator to come in and get rid of these pests, I'm going to tell you, it worked for me. I'm not going to say it's going to work for you, but I'm going to tell you, it worked for me, and I could not believe it. And I was paying $240 something for a one-time visit for people to come out and get rid of the moles that were tearing up my backyard that I just left. They would dig and they eat the grass and they da-da-da-da-da. And one day, one of my grandkids had this little toy rubber snake. Little toy rubber snake. Probably maybe about 2 feet long. 2 feet long. And they forgot the toy snake out in the yard. Now, I'm like this. If I walk out there and there's a bunch of rabbits or a bunch of squirrels in my yard, I pluck them. I'm sorry. Because they damaging my yard. They digging holes, they ripping up my grass, and I gotta spend hours trying to repair it. They go out there and they defecate on the grass and they urinate on the grass, and it just pissed me off. But one of my grandkids had a little rubber snake, and they forgot it and left it out in the yard in like one of the dirt patches that was in the yard. And I got up one morning and I seen this rabbit on the other side of the fence, and the rabbit was just sitting there. And I'm like, why isn't that rabbit not coming in the yard? So I said, because I don't like to pluck them on the other side of the fence, because if I do, then they die in the bushes and they start to stink. So I wait for them to get in the yard. So I said, okay, I'm gonna give him an opportunity to get in the yard. So about an hour later, I go back in, and watch some TV, and I come back, and he's still sitting there. And I'm like, okay. And there are no other critters in the yard. So I was like, okay, well, maybe he just, I don't know, maybe he heard me or something like that. So a couple days later, I go back out, same thing. But then I noticed that this little rubber snake was in the yard. And the rabbit was sitting there looking at it, trying to figure out whether or not it was real. But you know what? Just having that little rubber snake in my yard kept these critters out. That is insane. I was paying $240 to have an exterminator come out and get rid of the moles and the whatever. Put the snake in the yard, no problems. Hadn't had a rabbit in the yard as long as that rubber snake was out there. Then I found another one that my grandkids had, and I put both of them out there, and haven't had a problem with critters in my yard. The little rubber snakes kept the critters away. So if you have a garden, a small garden in the backyard or something like that, and you want to keep the critters out, get you a couple of rubber snakes off of Amazon. They cost probably, you can get a bag full of them for probably $10. Get you some little rubber snakes, put them in your gardens, put them in your yard. If you've got a problem with, critters coming and digging up your yard, put them in the yard. Forget those expensive traps. But I'm going to say it worked for me. I can't say it's going to work for you, but I'm just throwing it out there, putting a hint out there. So if you want to try it, feel free to try it. And that's my tip for today. So I'm going to go and, I'm going to try to feel better, and maybe go and lay down for a minute. But I want you guys to know that I want y'all to keep your heads up. Stay strong. Don't let this thing we going through beat you down. Because the one thing I can say about time is nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing. Except maybe radiation. Yeah, that doesn't last forever either. That lasts about 20, 30 years, depending on what kind of radiation it is. So, keep your heads up. I want to say peace and love to all you guys that check out my my backyard repair, because that's what I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it backyard repair. Make it look good. All right, you guys take it easy. I love you guys, and peace, happiness. Take care of your kids. Appreciate your wife. Appreciate your husbands. And peace and love. This is Theo from I Ain't Everybody's Uncle. Please come check out my review on the backyard, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys. All right, and thank you very much. Bye.